What's up, everybody? Welcome back. I'm Abe. This is EVE Online, and we're going to be talking about ratting today. We had a question from Nikki Mason asking me to talk about sort of updated ratting fits because the VNI, for example, is no longer the be-all, end-all of AFK ratting. And both because of changes to the Vexor Navy issue itself, as well as changes to most fits. Last week, they changed all of the resistance modules, which drastically changes most people's fits, to make things more squishy and make bloodier fights. So if that's your thing, great. For PvE, that is perhaps not what anybody is looking for. Nobody wants bloody fights in PvE. But that's where we're at now, so now we need to adjust. So this first video, let's just talk briefly about some sources of information and how to go about, I guess, building your own fits, if that's something that you're interested in outside of, if you don't want to copy somebody else's. So there are a few sources of information. One would be EVE University. We don't know how recently builds that are posted there have been updated, or if they're updated at all, but they're a good starting point to look at and to see kind of how people used to look at that ship and what they think about when they outfit that ship. Another good website is this eveworkbench.com. And that's kind of a site online that people go to post their fits. I don't know that there's any ability to rate them there, but it's a decent site. You can go find folks that you follow either on YouTube. I guess I should maybe make a bunch of fits and put them on there as I've practiced and used them and find them to be useful. So you can benefit from that, but you can find other streamers or popular gamers within the game, and you can see what fits they're using as well. Again, a lot of the fits that you'll find on there are probably not going to be updated as of the changes that were made last week, so keep that in mind when looking there. There are also channels that you can go to, sometimes corporation channels where they'll offer fits within your corporation or your alliance. Sometimes the forums for your corporation or your alliance will have a list of proposed or expected ratting fits that you should be considering, both because they're effective and because they're not super expensive, and they won't act as bait for pirates to come and bug you. And by pirates, I mean other players. So the basic goal is to rat in something that's as cheap as possible, but that earns you as much money as possible. And then other than and outside your corporation and your alliance, there are chat channels where people have just sort of dedicated to sharing fits for PvE stuff. One of them is, if you just type this out, fits space 4 space L4 space missions, and you join that channel, they've got a bunch of level 4 mission, battleships, and the occasional, it looks like they've got all of the Marauders and some T3 cruisers. They've got a bunch of ship fits in here that, are worth clicking on and checking out. We'll do some of that in the next few videos. So these are the various sources of information that you should look at, and build from there. So in the next video, I think we'll start on the Myrmidon because it is perhaps the closest to what, it's a battle cruiser. Maybe we'll start on the VNI. I don't know. But thanks for watching. In the next video, we'll get into one of the ships, and we'll just sort of start breaking them down as far as, what you're looking for, what playstyle you enjoy, and how effective they'll be. So I will catch you in the next video, and stick around.